Hi, alright, John Garrison here. I want to make a video about sexism. Someone sent me a link to a men's rights activist video. I think now that he may have expected me to comment on these somewhat unfair depictions of them. But I want my first video, although I have all sorts of things to say about hyper-feminists, I want my first video to be about the reality of sexism. So there are two major things happening. One is that women are being unfairly judged by their gender, just like every other group is, by whatever group is in power. They are being socialized to conform to certain norms. And I'm going to theorize about in another video about the different reasons why we have these generalizations, as people say. But more importantly, the main point is that when they're going to be hired for a job, for instance, we are imposing on them certain expectations, or our judgments are being colored by our misconceptions about all women's this or all women's that, their qualities or their traits or their weaknesses and so on, whereas each individual actually needs to be evaluated by herself. There's as much difference between women as there are between people, on a whole variety of aspects. And in the other sense, we're also raising our men not only to prejudge women by their gender, but to also take what we want from them sexually and using violence. That is also not acceptable. And the sense of entitlement to sex, the seizing what is not offered. I always ask, not to toot my own horn, but yes, when I ask, sometimes it ruins the mood. For her, short of castration, I'll be fine. For her, I'm still gonna do it every time, because there are enough women out there who are either being socialized to just kind of go with the flow even though they don't want to, in which case I would be violating them. In which case I would be violating them. Or women who are actually afraid because of bad experiences or because of stories, that, I won't take no for an answer. So I make it clear that I will, and we need to raise our men to do that. So this is just a public service announcement. I'll theorize more about kind of the philosophy of it, but yes, sexism is real. Women are being unfairly judged in interviews, etc. And men's rights activists need to sit down, and we need to allocate our mental and financial resources to educating men and to educating women about the options that women have. Okay, and the diversity of the skills within the gender, being as vast as the diversity within the people. That's it. Sorry that this has been so unfocused like most of my things are, and sorry that I don't have more to say about it right now. The thing is, I don't really interact much with sexist people. So that's why I have a whole lot to say about hyper-feminists. But I'm just kind of over the sexism thing. Not in the sense that I'm not going to try to help resolve it, or in the sense that I don't think it's real, but it's just like so obvious to me. Everybody, I mean, not everybody's equal, but gender is not a means of judging someone unless it's about judging whether or not they have a vagina, or judging whether or not you should pick them if you're going on like a blind date. I don't know. I mean, there are certain things, but still, to hold to these generalizations unequivocally, even once you've met the person, that is a plague in society. That is a real issue. And that's what sexism is, using gender past when you have gotten a chance to investigate the person. Okay, thank you. Bye.